Hello people in YouTube land. This video is going to cover the entire installation for the 60-inch Gamali indoor ceiling fan by Home Decorators Collection. Before we get started, just a note, you'll notice that there's no ads at the beginning of the video because we're here for you. We're not here to make money, we're here to help you out. This is all about you. This video is going to cover the complete installation from start to finish. If you like the video and it's helpful to you, please click like and subscribe at the end, and that'll help other people find it as well. This fan is a dual mount fan, meaning that it can be hung with the included downrod on a flat ceiling or on an angled ceiling with an extension downrod. This fan features an LED module light kit, a slide-on mounting bracket for easy installation, and a twist lock shadow-resistant plastic shade. Now before we get started, you want to make sure that the electric is turned off at the breaker box and at the wall switch. If you don't feel comfortable working around electricity, please consult with a licensed electrician. Another note is if you're replacing a light fixture in your ceiling with this ceiling fan, you're going to want to make sure that the outlet box is clearly marked acceptable for fan support. It should be a metal outlet box, but it should be marked acceptable for fan support. So as you can see, we've already unpacked the ceiling fan. We're just going to open up the manual and make sure that we have all the parts before beginning, and that way we don't get stuck along the way. So at first we have the mounting bracket. The mounting bracket comes pre-installed inside the canopy with a decorative canopy ring on the bottom. Next we have the ball and downrod assembly, the decorative motor collar cover, the LED module light kit, the light kit pan. This is the shadow resistant shade, the fan motor, and it's got 3 blades. The blades are reversible, the dark English walnut on one side and a walnut finish on the other. Just choose the one that's right for your decor. The fan also includes a remote control, the receiver, the batteries for the remote. There's also a hardware pack that includes the blade attachment screws and plastic wire nuts. Now just a note, it does come with extension wire if you're hanging this from a high or angled ceiling with an extension downrod. This wire just easily plugs into the wire from the fan, makes connections that much easier. Some tools we're going to need for this project. We like to use a voltage line tester to make sure the lines aren't live before beginning. You may need some wire cutters and strippers. We won't for this install. Some electrical tape to finish off the wire connections, a Phillips head screwdriver, and a flathead screwdriver. And of course a ladder. So we have everything here. We're ready to begin. The mounting bracket comes pre-assembled inside the canopy with the canopy ring attached. To remove the mounting bracket, first twist the canopy ring counterclockwise and remove it to expose the screws at the base of the canopy. Then use a Phillips head screwdriver to loosen but not remove the 2 screws. It's important to note there is a locking post at the bottom of the mounting bracket that inserts into the hole of the canopy. The 2 screws will need to be loosened enough to allow for that locking post to come out of the hole in the canopy. Once the screws are loosened, simply twist to disengage the keyhole slots and remove the mounting bracket. This fan features a slide-on mounting bracket for easy installation. The slide-on mounting bracket has 2 keyhole slots located on either side of the mounting bracket that will align with the 2 screws from the outlet box. Simply align the slots with the screws and slide to hold in place before securing the mounting bracket to the ceiling. This is just a demonstration of how it's done. To install the slide-on mounting bracket, first use a Phillips head screwdriver to loosen but not remove the outlet box screws. Then, route the wires from the house through the top of the mounting bracket, align the slots of the mounting bracket with the screws in the outlet box, and slide into place. Then, use a Phillips head screwdriver to completely tighten the 2 screws holding the mounting bracket to the outlet box. Make sure both screws are completely tightened and the mounting bracket is securely fastened. Before routing the wires and installing the downrod, you'll first need to loosen the set screw on the motor collar. Use a flathead screwdriver to loosen but not remove this screw. This fan also features a safety clip that will lock the downrod in place should it ever loosen over time. Before routing the wires, gently pull the green ground cable from inside the ball and downrod assembly. Then feed the downrod through the canopy and then place the canopy ring onto the downrod. Make sure the black side of the canopy ring is touching the canopy. Then place the decorative motor collar cover onto the downrod. Next, insert the wires through the bottom of the downrod so that they exit through the ball portion of the downrod. Gently pull the wires through until the downrod meets the motor collar. Next, screw the downrod into the motor collar. Once the downrod is completely screwed in, use a flathead screwdriver to completely tighten the set screw on the motor collar. Once the set screw is tightened, slide the decorative motor collar cover down towards the fan. Before hanging the fan, it's important to note the tab inside the mounting bracket. This tab will align with the slot on the ball portion of the ball and downrod assembly. When hanging the fan, you'll insert the ball into the mounting bracket and then rotate it until you feel the slot of the ball engage that tab in the mounting bracket. That'll help to create a wobble-free installation. To hang the fan, lift the entire assembly up towards the ceiling and insert the ball into the mounting bracket. Remember to rotate the assembly until you feel the slot of the ball engage the tab in the mounting bracket. You'll feel the fan assembly drop into place when the ball is seated properly. The remote and receiver have dip switches that can be set to 16 possible combinations. If you have more than one remote control fan in your house, it's a good idea to set the dip switches before installing the receiver. Use a small tool and set the switches to any combination of up or down. The dip switches on the receiver are protected by a rubber plug. Lift the rubber plug up and then use a small tool to set the dip switches. You can set the dip switches in any combination of up or down as long as they match the dip switches in the remote control. Replace the rubber plug on the receiver once you are done setting the switches. Install the receiver into the mounting bracket, making sure that the flat side is towards the ceiling. Insert the antenna end of the receiver into the mounting bracket so that it rests on the ball of the downrod assembly. To make wiring easier, it's a good idea to pull the house wires to the side of the receiver that has the red and white wires, and the fan plug to the side of the receiver that has the plug. To connect the fan to the receiver, simply take the male end of the plug from the fan and insert that into the female end of the plug from the receiver. Next, take the green wire from the fan and the green wire from the mounting bracket and twist those two wires together. Once those two wires are twisted together, twist them together with the bare copper house wire. This is the ground connection. Once those three wires are twisted together, secure the connection using an included plastic wire nut and a piece of electrical tape. Next, take the white wire from the receiver and twist that wire together with the white wire from the house supply lines. This is the neutral connection. Once those two wires are twisted together, secure the connection using an included plastic wire nut and a piece of electrical tape. Then, take the red wire from the receiver and connect that wire with the black wire from the house supply lines. This is the power wire. Once those wires are twisted together, secure the connection using an included plastic wire nut and a piece of electrical tape. Once all the wire connections have been made, gently tuck the wires into the mounting bracket in the outlet box to make room for the canopy to attach. The canopy has two keyhole slots that align with the two screws on the bottom of the mounting bracket that were loosened at the beginning of the installation. To attach the canopy, align those keyhole slots with the two screws in the mounting bracket and lift the canopy up towards the ceiling and engage the two keyhole slots on the two screws in the bottom of the mounting bracket. Twist the canopy to hold it in place. Use a Phillips head screwdriver to completely tighten the two screws at the bottom of the canopy. If you don't have a short screwdriver, you can easily tilt the fan assembly to make for easier screwdriver access. Make sure both screws are completely tightened before attaching the canopy ring. To attach the canopy ring, align the slots of the canopy ring with the 2 screws at the base of the canopy. Slide the canopy ring up to the base of the canopy, align the screws with the slots, and then twist to lock in place. The fan is shipped with 2 cardboard motor stops to prevent the motor from spinning during shipment. Before proceeding, remove the cardboard inserts by sliding them out of the fan motor housing and discard. The fan blades are reversible, so just choose the finish that you desire and make sure that that finish is facing towards the floor before inserting into the fan housing. The fan blades attach to the fan using 3 screw holes in the fan blade that will align with the 3 screw holes in the base of the motor. To attach the blades, insert the blade through the slot on the side of the fan, and then align the screw holes of the fan blades with the screw holes in the base of the motor. Use a blade attachment screw and a Phillips head screwdriver to start one of the screws. Do not completely tighten the screw at this point, because you'll need a little bit of play to align the other 2 screw holes. Repeat this process for the 2 remaining screws. Once the 3rd screw is inserted, you can completely tighten all 3 screws. Repeat this process for the 2 remaining blades. Before attaching the light kit pan, remove the rubber band holding the wires at the base of the fan. The light kit pan attaches to the fan using 2 keyhole slots and 1 standard screw. Those will align with the 3 screws and the black bracket at the base of the motor. Begin by first removing and saving 1 screw, and then loosening but not removing the 2 remaining screws. Then, lift the light kit pan up to the fan and feed the wire from the base of the fan through the center hole in the light kit pan. Align the 2 keyhole slots with the 2 screws that were loosened in the black bracket, push up and twist to engage those screws. Then use the screw that was removed and saved and insert that into the standard screw hole of the light kit pan and completely tighten using a Phillips head screwdriver. Then completely tighten the 2 remaining screws. The LED module connects to the light kit pan using 2 keyhole slots and 1 standard screw. These will align with the 3 screws in the base of the light kit pan. First, remove and save one of the 3 screws, and then loosen but do not remove the 2 remaining screws. Next, insert the wire plug from the light kit into the wire plug from the fan. The plugs will snap together when fully connected. Then, gently tuck the wires into the light kit and lift the light kit up to the fan and align the keyhole slots with the 2 screws that were loosened in the light kit pan. Push up and twist to engage those 2 slots. Then, using the screw that was removed and saved, insert that screw into the standard screw hole of the LED module light kit and use a Phillips head screwdriver to completely tighten. Then completely tighten the 2 remaining screws. The light shade uses a twist lock system to connect to the fan. There are 3 flat sides on the light shade that will align with the 3 nubs inside the light kit pan. Align the flat sides of the light shade with the 3 nubs in the light kit pan, then press the light shade up and twist clockwise until tight. This fan features a 3-speed reversible motor. The factory setting is switch left, which will push airflow down. During the cooler months, you may wish to reverse the airflow to pull warm air from the ceiling. To reverse the airflow, simply slide the switch into the opposite position. Make sure that the fan is off before attempting to set the reverse switch. Before using the remote, you'll need to install the batteries. To install the batteries, slide the battery compartment cover off, and then insert the batteries according to the diagram inside the battery compartment. It's also important to note there is a O and D switch inside the battery compartment. This controls the fan's dimming function. If you wish to disable the dimming function, set the switch to O. The factory default is the D setting to enable the dimming function. Replace the battery compartment cover when you are done. This fan also features a full function remote control. To turn the fan and light off at the same time, press the power button. The fan has a memory, so next time the fan is turned on using the power button, it will return to its last settings. For example, if the fan is on medium speed with the light on when the fan is turned off, the next time it is turned on, it will return with medium speed and the light on. The fan speed button will cycle through the fan's 3 speeds. Press once for high speed, twice for medium speed, 3 times for low speed, and another time to turn it off. Press the remote light button to turn the light on. Press it again to turn it off. Press and hold to cycle through the dimming. Release the button once the desired brightness is achieved. The comfort breeze setting randomly alternates the fan's 3 speeds to create an organic wind effect. Press the button to start the comfort breeze mode. Press the button again to disable the feature. The fan timer button will automatically turn the fan off at a desired setting. Press once to turn the fan off in 2 hours, twice for 4 hours, and 3 times for 8 hours. Press one more time to disable the timer. Congratulations! The ceiling fan installation is now complete. Time to sit back and relax with a nice tall beverage and enjoy your brand new ceiling fan. As always, thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, please click like and subscribe down below, and that'll help other people find it as well. And as we always say around here, keep it breezy.